Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on The Amazing Spider-Man issue 238. Now, as you know, this was the first appearance of the Hobgoblin. Now, I'm pretty much reading from a trade as I don't have the original copy. And it mainly starts off how Peter Parker is with Aunt May and her boyfriend Nathan. Peter saying, it's funny how just a few sheets of paper can change the way people look at things. Aunt May's boarding house for senior citizens has been opening for nearly a week, and the state of New York tax people won't recognize her as a special status landlady until the finishing papers. Geez, my Aunt May, the businesswoman. And even jokes about it and so on. And even talks about how so much has changed, like Uncle Ben being in their life and no longer there. So pretty much after signing up the papers, they see a car pretty much getting away, and they're like, You folks okay? Just barely. My Aunt May and her friend could have had a heart attack. Don't worry, we'll catch those creeps. They'll just rob the bank. So Peter goes after them and doesn't really think of the point of, I don't know, going with Aunt May and Nathan to see if they're alright, or... I know he did, but, you know. So of course he goes to try and stop trying to stop the burglars, even webbing the camera. Now, when you think about it, wouldn't that just, the web still be there, and wouldn't someone just notice the camera on there? So he takes on two of the crooks, and the car tips over, where one of the characters, named George, escapes, and tries to make a break for it. And at the same time goes under the ground, and makes a clean getaway. And he's like, this is nuts! Soon as I felt my way in here, the door sealed being me and these lights came on. The Department of Sanitation's never built nothing like this before. Jeez, this is the end of the line. Ain't no automatic lights in here? And so he discovers the Green Goblin's hideout with gliders, the costumes, and so on. So meanwhile, Aunt May is talking to her friend Anna Watson about her holiday and so on. And Peter is later got all the films in there and gives them to Ronnie, saying, These fics are great, Pete. You're best yet. What did you do to get them? Hang on to the roof of the police car? Trade secrets, Robbie. Enough said, Pete. I don't care how you do it, as long as you manage to keep on doing it. And so he pretty much finds out about an Osborn building, and remembers how Norman Osborn found his identity, and even killed Gwen Stacy. So meanwhile, George is giving the unknown person details of the Green Goblin stuff, and pretty much they see that one of the Oscorp buildings is being burnt to the ground. And meanwhile, Peter goes in and remembers all the Goblin stuff that Green Goblin had. And later, Aunt May talks with Peter Parker about stuff. And meanwhile, George pretty much drops off the unknown person. And he's like, not to worry, man. Nobody could contact it with you anyway. And old George sure don't aim to get caught. Not knowing what I know, and when I'm done with this van, there'll be clue left. I'm sure there won't be, George. And so he blows him to Kingdom Come. Now, when you think about it, wouldn't, someone probably see the destroyed van or locate the body? So the next day, the unknown person says, I didn't sleep at all last night because I was reading the journals of the Green Goblin. And he sees that the dye has changed the costumes and everything has worked perfectly. And even tests out the weaponry. He says, and the gloves. Inwoven with technology and stuff. And so he pretty much sees that all of his technology is now new and improved. And he says, well, Norman Osborn may have died, but his legacy, his powers, will live on. And this time it will be shaped by a man who knows how to use power. The Green Goblin is no more. But in his place now stands the Hobgoblin. And so that's the story. What I think is actually pretty good. Because it's interesting to see a new goblin take over and have this whole sort of mystery about who's the Green Goblin. So I give it a good thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So Comic Reviewer here, signing out.